not going to be carried.
No.
So we're going to use dummies.
Make sure you make our wives look pretty.
We are looking for some bikes.
We're bike shopping. Well, you came to the right place.
Okay, I'm stuck.
As long as the bike fits us and is comfortable, I think we could care less what they look like.
That was funny because everybody thought that I was gonna crash.
You did. You did.
You did.
You did.
When the 17th season of TLC's hit reality series 7 Little Johnstons premiered on March 17, 2026, viewers tuning and expecting the full family unit were met with a surprising and conspicuous absence. The promotional material, the trailers, and eventually the premiere episode itself all confirmed a growing suspicion among the fanbase. Anna Johnston, the eldest daughter of Trent and Amber Johnston, was nowhere to be found. For a show predicated on the tight-knit dynamics of a family living with dwarfism, the missing piece was a glaring narrative hole that the show was forced to address almost immediately. However, the explanation provided by the family and the network only scratched the surface of a deep, painful, and highly publicized estrangement that has fractured the Johnston household. The story of why Anna is missing from season 17 is not merely a scheduling conflict or a creative choice. It is a complex web of clashing memories, accusations of toxic parenting, a struggle for mental health, and a fundamental disagreement over the nature of family loyalty in the reality TV era. The official statement: a clinical explanation for a familial wound. The producers of 7 Little Johnstons and the family matriarch and patriarch did not wait long to address the elephant in the room. In the first half of the season's 17 premiere, a producer directly asked Trent and Amber Johnston for an update regarding Anna. The response was measured, deliberate, and framed entirely within the context of the show's production logistics. Amber Johnston, known for her no-nonsense demeanor, explained, "All of our children have the opportunity and the freedom to participate in the show. And the ones that have chosen to participate are participating. And the ones that have not are not." To remove any ambiguity, TLC reinforced this sentiment by displaying an on-screen message during the broadcast. Anna has chosen not to participate in the current season of 7 Little Johnstons. On the surface, this explanation respects the agency of an adult child choosing to step away from the limelight. However, for longtime viewers of the series, this sanitized, corporate language felt disingenuous. It ignored the years of escalating tension, the tear-filled confrontations of season 16, and the social media firestorms that suggested the situation was far more volatile than a simple opting out. The official narrative painted a picture of free will, but the reality, as Anna herself would soon reveal, was that of a young woman pushed to her breaking point by public vilification and private familial strife. Anna's side of the story: mental health and the dumb stuff. While her parents framed her absence as a matter of personal choice regarding employment, Anna Johnston took to social media to provide the emotional context that the TLC disclaimer lacked. In a candid live stream conducted in November 2025, Anna laid bare the psychological toll that being a reality star, and specifically being the black sheep of the Johnston family, had taken on her. "I think it is sad that the last season I'll be part of is ending like this because I did not want it," Anna confessed, revealing a deep sense of sorrow and regret that her tenure on the show had to conclude amid such turmoil. Her frustration was palpable as she addressed the narrative editing that she felt had painted her in a negative light. "I want y'all to see the good side, and not just people bashing me and everything like that. Bashing me for dumb stuff that they're apparently getting onto me about, you know? So that's hard." The dumb stuff Anna refers to as a collection of familial infractions that were dissected ad nauseum during season 16. Ultimately, Anna stated that walking away from the TLC paycheck was a necessary act of self-preservation. "It was hard to say no to another season," she admitted, "but it just got to be mentally that I just had to, stop filming." This declaration shifted the narrative from one of indifference to one of survival. In Anna's telling, she didn't leave the show because she was angry. She left because she was hurting, and the cameras were exacerbating that hurt rather than healing it. The graduation gown versus the bar, the irreconcilable narratives. To understand why the rift has proven so difficult to mend, and why Anna felt she had to leave for the sake of her mental health. One must look at the competing origin stories of the feud presented in Season 16. The family cannot seem to agree on how the estrangement began, and this lack of a shared reality has made reconciliation nearly impossible. From Anna's perspective, the unraveling began with a seemingly mundane domestic dispute involving a graduation gown. She explained that her parents became enraged with her because she took her brother Jonah's graduation gown without asking and subsequently failed to show up for family graduation photos. It just kept getting worse and worse, which led to me not even wanting to come around, Anna told producers. She admitted to missing the high school graduation of her younger siblings, Emma and Alex, expressing regret but also justification. It was the fact that nobody spoke to me since then. So why show up and come in and act like everything's fine? However, when Trent and Amber recount the timeline, the gown is merely a symptom, not the cause. Trent offered a much more serious allegation that fundamentally changes the nature of the conflict. So we had all of these issues around graduation. But actually where it really started was a few months before that, Trent stated. He elaborated that Anna was tasked with giving an underage girl a ride home. Instead of following through with that responsibility, Trent claimed, she took her out to a bar, bought her alcohol, got her intoxicated. And then when she gets caught, and she gets in trouble, she's mad at us. The family's refusal to accept Anna's framing of the fight, the gown, versus Anna's refusal to accept responsibility for the alleged severity of the parents' framing, the alcohol incident, created a fatal impasse. For Anna, being bashed for dumb stuff suggests she feels the punishment estrangement did not fit the crime. For the parents, specifically Amber, the issue is likely one of trust and accountability. This narrative war is the engine that drove Anna away. If the family cannot agree on what she did wrong, there is no path to an apology or a fix. Perhaps the most bizarre twist in the Anna Johnston saga occurred after she left the show. Despite Anna not being on the payroll or in the scenes. Perhaps the most bizarre twist in the Anna Johnston saga occurred after she left the show. Despite Anna not being on the payroll or in the scenes, Season 17 of 7 Little Johnstons cannot stop talking about her. The family continues to use her absence as a central plot point, a meta-narrative that Anna has publicly mocked and resented. Following the premiere, TLC posted a clip to Instagram where the family discussed the feud. Anna, clearly still watching and monitoring the public perception of her family, jumped into the comment section with a scathing critique. "You guys are hilarious to still talk about me when I'm not even on the show," she wrote. She escalated her frustration by questioning the very branding of the series. "So why is it still called 7 Little Johnstons?" she asked, adding, "And why does the cover photo still have me in it?" Anna's outburst highlights the strange purgatory faced by reality TV stars who leave a franchise. Even in her absence, her character is being written by her estranged parents, and her likeness is being used to sell a product she wants nothing to do with. Her sister, Little Johnston, further complicated the situation in April 2026 by telling Reality Nightcap that Anna's refusal to film is making reconciliation difficult. Liz claimed the family has an open-door policy, but that scheduling conversation is a little difficult now that she's no longer part of the show. To Anna, this likely sounds like a hostage situation. "Come back to the show so we can talk about fixing the family." To the family, it sounds like a logistical reality. To the viewer, it looks like a family using a television show to avoid having a private, honest conversation. The double standard accusation and fan support. As the season has progressed without its eldest daughter, fans have rallied behind Anna with an intensity that has surprised even the show's producers. Comment sections on TLC's social media pages have been flooded with accusations of parental favoritism and emotional abuse. The crux of the fan argument is the perceived double standard in how Trent and Amber discipline their children. Commenters have pointed out that while Anna is vilified for her mistakes, other biological children have made significant errors in judgment that were seemingly swept under the rug or handled with kid gloves. Jonah was into D*******S and they forgave him, one fan wrote, referencing past struggles with marijuana. Elizabeth got pregnant, and she forgave Elizabeth. The fans' argument is that Anna is held to an impossible standard because she is adopted or because she refuses to be controlled. Amber cannot or will not admit that she hates Anna because she cannot control her, another passionate viewer commented. This perception has led to calls for boycotts of season 17. Viewers have expressed that watching the show without Anna, while the remaining family members tiptoe around the Anna issue without taking accountability, is a joyless experience. Many have suggested that the show should be cancelled or renamed, echoing Anna's own social media jabs. The audience's reaction suggests that Anna was not just a cast member, but the emotional heart of the show for many fans, the underdog who deserved better. The path forward, a family at an impasse. As of the spring of 2026, the Johnston family remains divided. Anna continues to live independently, maintaining her job and her home, which fans have pointed out as a sign of success that her parents seem reluctant to acknowledge. She has expressed a desire for reconciliation, stating in February 2026 that if the family made up now and were once again family, that would literally make my day. However, she remains firm in her refusal to return to the reality TV circus to facilitate that healing. On the other side, Liz has indicated that the ball is in Anna's court, though she acknowledges the two are on different paths. Unless the family is willing to have a conversation off camera, a notion that seems alien to a family that has monetized every milestone and argument for nearly a decade, it seems unlikely that Anna will return. Ultimately, Anna's absence from Little Johnstons season 17 is a cautionary tale about the limits of reality television. The show was built on the premise that this family of 7 could overcome anything together. But the cameras that captured their triumphs also magnified their resentments. Anna did not just disappear from the season premiere. She walked away from a machine that she felt was using her pain for ratings. As Trent and Amber plan weddings and deal with losses like the passing of Nana, the empty chair where Anna used to sit serves as a silent testament to a fracture that no producer's card or passive-aggressive confessional interview can heal. For now, the 7 in Little Johnstons is just a number, no longer a reflection of the family unit that viewers fell in love with.